changes in the arts. In this chapter, we shall be studying in details the influence that the arrival of British had on Indian arts. Art consists of all creative painting, literature, architecture, music and dance. With the coming of the Europeans to India and the establishment of colonial rule, India came into contact with a whole new range of thoughts and reflected in all spheres of Indian art. The impact of these ideas was soon felt and reflected in all spheres of Indian art. Literature. The coming of the British influenced Indian literature mainly in two ways: the introduction of the English language and that of the printing press. The introduction of English. Before the arrival of the British, Indian literature consisted of works composed in the classical or court languages, that is, Sanskrit, Persian or Arabic, and in the vernacular, that is, regional or local languages. With Western ideas of liberty, justice, equality and rational thinking slowly enters in India. This was the reasons why the intellectuals were interested on introducing English-based education in India. By the 19th century, English became the language spoken by the elite in India. Influenced by Western ideas of rational thought, Indian writers started raising their voice against superstition and the ill treatment of women in Indian society. Indian writers of the 19th and 20th century. Raja Ram Mohan Roy wrote elegant prose in English. Derozio was deeply influenced by English poets like Shelley and Keats. That time, Michael Madhusudan Dutt was one of the well-known Bengali writers. His epic Meghnad Badh Kavya was the outstanding one. In the late 19th century and early 20th century, India produced a whole new generation of writers of fiction, play, poetry, novel and drama. In 1913, Rabindranath Tagore won the Nobel Prize for his work Gitanjali. They include Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, who wrote Anandamath. Vande Mataram is from this book. Munshi Premchand, who wrote Godan. Bibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay, who wrote Pather Panchali, and Sarat Chandra Chatterjee. The printing press. In 1557, the Portuguese introduced the printing press in India to help in the printing of Christian religious literature. Soon printing presses came up in several parts of the country. This revolutionized Indian literature. The printing press helped to spread revolutionary ideas of social reformers such as Raja Ram Mohan Roy started Sambad Kaumudi in 1821 and the Kesari started by Lokmanya Tilak in 1881. This a powerful influence on the people, awakening them to ideas of social reform, nationalism and freedom and inspiring them to rise in revolt against oppression. That is all in this topic. In next topic, we will learn about impact of British ruler on Indian artist.